had another successful trip here to Costa Rica. There's been several different things going on. A lot of our ministry is focused on a public school that was in the slum area. And there was a new principal there. We weren't sure how she would respond to us, but boy, after we were done, after 4 days of VBS there and doing some repair work, the principal was just in tears, thanking us. I think her statement was, what we've been trying to get the government to do for 12 years for us, you guys did in 4 days.
She loves you so much, and she considers you as angels being brought to us. And thank you. Okay, salud.
So this was my first trip to Costa Rica, and honestly I did not have an assigned role for this mission trip. So I got on a plane not knowing what I was going to do. I worked on the landscaping crew, so we did a lot of just cleanup and beautification around the school. One of the things I was most impressed with how people were so thankful for small things. We weeded a flower bed and they couldn't believe how gracious we were to go do this menial task, and it was just like, yeah, but it needed it. So it was gratifying, but it also blessed them. They appreciated it so much.
Well, we're trying to beautify this planter because originally all the plants here were just green and they were sporadic. So the goal here is to bring symmetry to both sides, and there's a little bit of evenness. As far as looking across, you'll see the same plants growing in the same array, because this is a main entryway where all the students pass through at any given time. So it just gives a little beauty. We're basically just trying to make this courtyard area look presentable. So then one of the things we're doing, if you look at the tires, you'll see they're different colors. We just took cans of spray paint and added a little bit of a curb appeal to them. So Marine Veith actually painted those to make them look good. My name is Troy Anderson. I'm leading the building team. We have some restroom repairs, fixtures and etc. And there's some painting.
This is the principal's office, and she is getting a fresh coat of paint so that she does not have to look at orange walls anymore.
Gutters on the roof, we're getting those replaced.
I was with a couple of guys, including Brian and Hunter and Micah, which we worked on the gutters for most of it with a little bit of some softening work. Edwin, he's a Christian. He's a very handy type construction kind of guy, knows his tools, knows his equipment, and really guide us. And it was very, very helpful. With Edwin, we started with hand gestures, went a little Spanish, I know. Sometimes I had a translator, or if you're a Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy kind of person, up Applefish. Otherwise, we use Google Translate. One of the things that really hit me kind of to the heart was Edwin played the song For I Will Call Upon the Lord in Spanish with some lady's voice. I don't recognize the singer, but it was beautiful. And then he played it in English, and then I sang it for him in the car while we were off getting some tools and supplies. But that was probably the biggest heartwarming moment, realizing that he was a Christian.
Hi, my name is Megan, and I was the VBS coordinator for the Vacation Bible School in Costa Rica. The theme this year was Keepers of the Kingdom. We did this VBS last summer at our church. We're doing it at a school with kindergartners through 6th grade. Each class will come in at various times and we'll do an introduction, and then we'll pause for a song, we'll do a teaching and a puppet show, and then break up into 3 groups, 3 stations. And one of the stations is Jester's game table. We threw the crown on a chalice and won a prize, different little games like that. Another table was the arts and crafts table. They made crowns and necklaces. We had a coloring contest where they earned prizes. And then the last station was either balloon animals or tattoos.
It's a pleasure and honor to be able to tell you a little bit about our trip and the suffering that we've been experiencing a lot. Sorry, the sun's a little warm here, but I might get a little sunburnt and experience a little suffering that way. But you guys are currently in the nice cold Arctic Iowa weather where you're protected from skin cancer and things like that. But I just wanted to take this time while I was in the sun to tell you about what we did on Wednesday. We went to the university here in Costa Rica and we visited with the college students, and that was really interesting because the college students, it feels to me like the culture here on the college campus is about 15 years behind where America is. 10 years ago, when we'd go onto the Kirkwood campus, the cafeteria would be full of college students and it would be the loudest place in town. Everybody's screaming and yelling and talking and bantering and joking with each other. And then over the last decade or so, it's just gotten quieter and quieter and quieter until now when you walk into that cafeteria in Kirkwood, you'll walk into that room and it's full of college students and nobody's saying a word to each other. Nobody is talking, everybody's just looking at a screen, headphones in, whatever. They don't look each other in the eye. Here at the university in Costa Rica, it's like the good old days where it's loud, it's fun, everybody's engaging, everybody's smiling, everybody's helpful. And it was just really neat to see how much more effective the gospel seems to be here. The students are much more open to it, and we met one gal. Her name was Crystal. That was, I don't know if that was her first name or if it was her nickname, because her regular name was Baralas Ballerina, maybe something like that. I called her Banana Ballerina, and she liked that. She wants to spend next year with us if we come down again, spend the week with us. But she's a brand new believer. She just became a Christian in May. We've built some really good relationships there, and so hopefully we'll be able to see them again. It's just been a wonderful trip, very encouraging. Carlos and Anna are doing a mighty work there on the college campus. I feel like that is where they're going to experience maybe the most fruit for the church, and so that's what we can be hoping for and praying for. Boy, it is just getting really hot. I don't know if I can talk anymore. I'm really struggling here, so I'll leave you with that, and God bless you. I'll see you in a week or so.
Today we're visiting Volcano Poás. My internet research says it's the largest active volcano crater in the world. It's a mile across. So we're not sure how far away we are because we can see all of it, but it must be very, very large. There's some steam coming out, but we don't see any lava or anything like that. But there are teams of people, scientists, that we can see. They're teeny, teeny, tiny. They look like ants that are out getting measurements today and setting up some permanent measuring devices. So it's really cool. We had kind of a hike to get here, but it was up a paved path. So it was steep, but it wasn't hard. And it's just gorgeous. We're above the clouds. A lot of our team is saying like, wow, the cloud bank is underneath us, and they found that really cool. So it's beautiful.
Again, one of the things that we appreciate about the local church here that we're working with is they're really trying to serve the least of the least. Hearts of the people in this church are just tremendous. Their love for one another, their love for the least, just incredible character.
Last year they talked to us about sponsoring a child. We decided to. It was important to be able to join in with the CDI and be able to sponsor a child. So we just kind of picked one.
And the cool thing about sponsoring a child is that these are the kids that we are with this week. Like, it's not like you're sponsoring a kid that we don't know.
Right.
We've met them all, and so it's really cool. A lot of you gave shoes and clothes and gifts, and we were able to hand those out to the kids.
Yeah, so we had a church service last night with the congregation here. They asked me to speak on James chapter 1. So I gave a message about that. For me personally, it was fun. It's been a while since I've taught with a translator. Because what I'm going to share might be new.
Porque lo que voy a compartirles quizás sea nuevo.
And it's okay if you don't believe me.
Y está bien si no me creen.
But I am right. It was refreshing to be able to do that again.
But one thing that stuck out was the song during church. We started off the church service singing a song that we were all familiar with, and they sang it in Spanish and we sang it in English at the same time.
And it was very touching to just hear all their voices together with the two languages.
But serving the same God.
But serving the same God, yeah.
So today we had people from Casa Mint, which is our women's ministry, and also we had our kids from CDI and their parents. So I'm guessing we had around 100 people. I couldn't count them. I believe they all had fun. They all ate great sandwiches that you guys made, and they listened to the gospel. But I think that what impacted the most was that they could feel His love. They were able to see God's love through you guys, how you serve them, how you handle the sandwiches, how you handle the drinks and cake, and how you played with them. And that's something that they're not used to, because some of them, they come from very hard backgrounds where they're not used to be loved. You decided to be here to love people. Yesterday we just had this picnic at this park. We had fun, and I hope that some or most of them will be joining our community in our church soon. You guys never complain, and that makes it easy to manage a team. You decided to always wear a smile and be ready to work. So I really appreciate that, and I know that our team really appreciates that. Hey, New Life Community Church, thank you for making us your family and taking care of us and loving us. I can see that you have a nice culture of unity. You love each other, and you're very, very generous. You guys are really walking next to us, and we appreciate that. So thank you very much. God bless you all.
This is called pollo chuco. It means dirty chicken, and it is absolutely delicious. Carlos made the sauce himself, and it is mucho gusto. Which means nice to meet you.